These are the weirdest adjustable dumbbells I've ever used, be it budget or not, with some bold claims. First off, extremely compact design, 3-pound increments that they say has the most amount of increments of any adjustable dumbbell. They also claim it has a stainless steel handle. I'm not really sure what they're talking about, and it spins. Let's review. Ah! Hey guys, it's Coop from the Budget Gym Co-op. Welcome. If it's your first time here, I suggest subscribing because we review budget gym equipment and want to help you build an epic home gym on a budget. Today, we're reviewing something that you may want to add to your gym or may not. We'll find out. These are the Fitness Reality Revolver dumbbells. Is that what they're called? They're not the Revolver. Of all the names you could name these, they just call them the Fitness Reality Adjustable Dumbbells. But they do say they come with storage stars. We actually unboxed these in a past video of testing a bunch of Amazon dumbbells. You can check that in the backlog. Absolutely epic video. Here's my reaction when we first unboxed these.
That is unique as all get out, man. Dude, I could lift so much more if these were just spinning the whole time. I'm a fan now. I'm a fan. We gotta do a full review of these.
Okay, let's finish the unboxing the other one and then we'll be able to test them fully. But they make a lot of bold claims. Replaces 26 traditional dumbbells more than any other. Bold claim, Cotton. We'll find out if that's true. Also though, they claim that they have a stainless steel handle. I don't know if they know what stainless steel looks like, because that looks like black oxide coating, black zinc coating, paint. There's no way that's stainless steel. Or if it is stainless steel, why would they coat it in something? I don't know. Here are our storage stars. Ninja star. Oh, sorry. And then these are the weights. Very unique design. I like when companies come up with new stuff. I think the question is not so much, are these new? Are they weird? Are they unique? It's, do they actually have any additional benefit to a regular adjustable dumbbell other than maybe being harder to put together? These are the little bullets that you use for the weights. Each of these weighs 3 pounds. So one of the arguments I think they're making whenever they say that they replace 26 dumbbells is it's like 1 dumbbell, 2 dumbbells, 3 dumbbells. I'm pretty sure that's what they're saying, which if that's the case, I don't know if that's actually a legit claim either, because you could just add, you know, a single plate on each side of the adjustable dumbbell or something. Yes, student in the class.
Isn't there only 5 adjustments on each side? So wouldn't that be a total of 11 dumbbells being replaced?
Well, there's 6.
Okay, 12.
12.
13 with the handle.
13 times 2 dumbbells. That's how they're getting the 26. Math, it's awesome, man. I love math. Okay, so this is how we're storing. I love the storing star, okay? This is how they store in here. This would be pretty cool if they made this look like the bullet from Mario, where it's like the black bullet, you know? One of the claims they make is these are technically 3 pounds. So we have our handy dandy scale here where we should just test. By the way, this is an app controlled smart fitness scale. Why you'd want an app controlled scale? I just want to show the weight, all right? Let's see how much it weighs. 3.05 pounds. 3.05 pounds. Okay, they're all pretty much within spec, which is nice. These are chromed. They're actually pretty nice for what they are. I mean, they have to machine these out. It's probably pretty expensive to make those. But this is the way we add them in. There are on each side basically holes for them, similar to a revolver. So it's a 6-shooter. Press this button. That button then unlocks the holders for the actual plates, and they just sit comfortably inside, all the way up to 45 pounds. Now, some of the most obvious problems with this design is one, the fact that every time you put it in, you're just gonna have to mentally add in how much weight's in there, and then, okay, so I'm taking away 3. It's honestly for when you're in the middle of training, you don't really wanna be thinking about the math of it, and you're trying to switch between increments, you're gonna have to go, all right, max weight is 45 pounds, so, all right, I take 1 out, that's 42 pounds. All right, take another one out. All right, now I'm at 39 pounds, okay? Because there's no way to tell you that's actually happening. Then if you want to put them all the way in, you can. Now I will say for a 45-pound dumbbell, it's actually not that bulky, actually quite compact. The problem comes in the fact this is gonna be the same length at 10 pounds, which is just the handle, all the way up to the 45 pounds. And adjusting between all of them is going to take some time. So it kind of has a similar problem to what Bowflex Select Techs have, where the handle is the max and the minimum size of the dumbbell, so you're not really able to adjust. But that being said, it is a pretty compact dumbbell, even at the 45 pounds. Now, the other unique feature about these, it's that it has a secret feature. A secret feature that kind of blows me away the first time I saw this. Actually, go ahead and show that footage.
I think these spin. Oh, what is this? This is wild. All right. Oh. Dude, I could lift so much more if these were just spinning the whole time. Yes! I have the power! I'm a fan now.
Okay, so as you can see, I was absolutely blown away, I think for good reason. The unlocking feature here, you unlock this bad boy. Suddenly, you unlock a whole world of new movements. Now, you have a spinning dumbbell. Look at this. What other dumbbell do you know of that's an adjustable dumbbell that is cageless, spins, and has these little pucks in it all the way up to 45 pounds? You know of none.
Maybe for good reason.
One of the things they say on their site, or actually even on the box, is it provides some dynamic training. Because you've got these offset weights, what's gonna happen? Well, it's gonna do stuff like this, which I don't know why you'd want to do this. I don't think this provides any additional benefit, but it's got it. But let me go ahead and put all the weights in. We'll weigh them, and then we'll go ahead and do some bench with them. Okay, total 46.2 pounds. You can see it here. Let's go ahead and do some lifts with them, and then we'll drop them. We're gonna use the new Kepi bench. This is their new flagship bench with some really unique features. We will do a full review on this channel of it if you'd like to see that. Make sure you subscribe. Oh, it's not a good look. Start with some bench. Now, the rolling feature of these dumbbells can be turned off, and you just do that by locking it. You probably don't want to be locking and unlocking that often. You probably want to just decide how you use it. Start with 45. They are flat on the bottom, so they feel pretty good on your thighs when you're setting up to bench, which is nice. They don't feel uncomfortable. Go back. 45, you know, depending on how strong you are, that may be really light. For some of you, that may be, you know, a perfect amount of weight. I will say the problem is it's not really upgradable. Now, one way they could make this upgradable is if they made each of these 6 pounds. So then they stuck out, they basically double. So that it'd be a bigger dumbbell, but if there's enough interest, maybe they would, and that would allow you to have a heavier dumbbell. I mean, that would get you, if each of those are 6 pounds, at double the weight, that'd get you around 80 pounds or so, 70 pounds. You just have to factor in the weight of the handle. But that's an interesting idea. But they are pretty compact. They feel good in hand. Also the rotation, it's not like they're spinning like crazy whenever I'm doing the movement, so it's not like they're getting out of the way. One reason that may be beneficial to spin is if you're doing a lot of dynamic movements, which with adjustables, you don't do a lot of like dumbbell snatch, but they do feel pretty good during a dumbbell snatch because they're rotating, the handle kind of rotates, very similar to a barbell during cleans and snatches, which that is nice. Now let me feel them with a couple weights off. If I had these in my gym, my kids would absolutely love these things. I'd never be able to find them. They do adjust somewhat quickly, obviously not as quickly as most adjustable dumbbells with the new, basically handles that change like a Dumbbell, but it's not too bad. This is where you start dealing with that feature, which I think they claim that's a feature, not a bug, because it shocks the muscles. It's dynamic training. I don't believe that. I think it just adds instability to a movement that I probably don't want, more instability. But once they're like actually going, it's not too bad because it loads the weight on the bottom. It prevents them from spinning. Let's try curls. For curls, there's definitely additional movement. But if you do it controlled, the weight just stays on the bottom, which is kind of nice.
It's just whenever you get them up into position is when they're moving, you kind of gotta pause them. All right, let's try and drop them.
Let's just do it this weight, because honestly, they'd probably be more likely to experience damage at this weight with some removed than if they had all the weight in there. We'll do from hip height. 3, 2, 1. Okay. The fact that I've never smashed my toe by dropping adjustable dumbbells kind of blows my mind, because they always come for you. Okay, now let's do more of an angle like this. If they're gonna break, this is what's gonna break. Okay, we're good. I'll go higher. All right, one more, high. If one's gonna break it, it's that at an angle, that height. They're not designed to be dropped, but that's actually pretty impressive for an adjustable dumbbell, because typically most dumbbells will not survive that kind of drop. Now, I do notice they're bent a little, very slightly, which doesn't affect it spinning or anything, but they are slightly bent. Now, there is another feature to this whole idea that they put on their website, and it is one of the cheapest piece of gym equipment you can find, so I wouldn't buy it because of this, but because it rolls, you can use this as an ab roller. And you can use it, if you wanted, as a weighted ab roller by adding in weight to make it a little bit more difficult. They made the outside rings, they're like rubber, so they grip, so it's kind of like tires. So you can do full ab rollers with 2 separate arms, no problem. The other thing you could do, chest flies, push-ups, which actually feel pretty good. Okay, to round it out, do I think you should buy the weirdest adjustable dumbbell on the market? Man, there's very few people I'd recommend this to. Now, if you want a max 45 pounds, you like a cool design, and you want to be able to use them as an ab roller with a handle that rotates, these may just be the dumbbells for you. But for most of you, I would recommend an adjustable dumbbell that increases in weight. Honestly, for a lot of you, maybe the MX Selects, their new Evo dumbbells, those are ones that can upgrade over time. Power blocks, those are another one I'd look at. These, they are somewhat of a novelty, party trick. I do notice people that have reviewed them on Amazon seem to like them. So if you know what you're getting and you know the inherent issues with these, I think they can be okay, but there's just a lot of other adjustable dumbbells, and I really think they're trying to sell these based on the gimmick, the multi-gimmicks that are involved. But I will say, 200 bucks, that's not that expensive when you compare them to others on the market. Are there any other weird and unique fitness products you'd like to see me review? Let me know in the comments. This has been Coop from the Co-op. I'll see you next time. Peace.